Hello friends, Keshia here. We are in the garden. I am back from vacation and I decided to go live while I was out here prepping some seeds. So I have some seeds that I was starting, and I had gotten some early germination on these seeds and wanted to go ahead and put them in the soil. And I don't know how I'm going to fix that lighting back there. So I saw somebody had come in, but they looked like they left out pretty quickly. Let's see. I don't know how we'll fix the lighting. We'll leave it like that. But we're out in the garden, friends, and hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully I have the sound down. How there, Deepa? How are you? You're first here. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you coming in. I am here in the garden and decided to putting some seeds into the soil. So I came out to do this. Hi, Miss Antoinette. Beautiful Miss Antoinette. I hope you're doing well. I am out here. I'm not going to be out here long because I do have a couple of errands to run. Um, I have some pepper seeds that I am putting in the soil here. So I have my little recycled egg carton tray. Hi there, CJ and Cherise. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Hi there, Tati. How are you? I had put some seeds to do some early germination. And so I got my seeds sprouting. And so I am putting them in the soil. I hope you guys can see that. You guys can see those seeds here and you see them already sprouting. So I did a soak in chamomile tea. And these are pepper seeds. These are cayenne long slim red peppers. Yes, thank you guys for coming in. I hope everyone is doing well today. Happy Tuesday. Happy March. Make sure you give the thumbs up as you come in. I got on gloves. The water is dirty, and well, water's not dirty, but I don't want my hands dirty. I got things to do and I don't have to be working too hard to get them back clean. But um, let's see if I can get the camera a little bit more positioned here. So I am taking my chopstick. No, I don't think this was a chopstick. I think this was a recycled, um, what do you call it? Marshmallow stick. So I am recycling that to put holes in the soil here. Um, so I have quite a bit of seeds that I had started um, for the stratification. And I am going to be putting these seeds here into the soil. And we're hoping that, so I hope you can see those. Oops. Hope you can see those seeds there. The lighting is horrible, and that is all me. So I am, and since we've already started the sprouting, I'm just going to put one seed per hole into this little recycled seedling tray. And normally I would put these into something deeper, but since these peppers do take a while to grow, I am just putting them in these shallow egg carton tray cells because peppers do take a while. And I did not bring out my tweezers. Normally, normally I have my tweezers because um, they're so fragile. The seeds are so fragile with the germination. So I don't want. Oh, there they are. There are my tweezers. So I have my little tweezers. These are no longer. I used to use these for my eyebrows, but they're no longer calibrated, so they don't work as well. But they work well with these seeds. So they have been repurposed from the vanity table to the gardening table. Okay, so I am just going to take them, and you can see that well, I don't know if you can see, but the roots here on the peppers have already sprouted. And so I'm just putting these here. And you have to be really gentle because, again, those sprouts are very, very fragile and can fall right off of those peppers. So I'm just barely placing them in there. Thank you guys so much for coming in and joining me. And even with these peppers, they have the sprouts like went straight through. What plant is this? These are pepper plants, Deepa. Um, let's see if I have any pictures here. So I have a variety. So these are cayenne peppers. You guys forgive me. I am outside, and there's a fire station, a firehouse right around the corner. These are not habanero peppers, but I have a variety of peppers. But they're a type of hot pepper that I have here, Deepa. So, but these are cayenne peppers, which are normally red and long and slim peppers. So I am putting these seeds here in my little, hi there, Island Sisters. Welcome in. I appreciate you joining. Appreciate you joining me earlier last week for my sunrise. And so I am just putting these down into the little soil, into the little starter trays here. And I will label these later. But in the meantime, what I've done is I have done a little diagram. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I've done a little diagram for all of them because I have 3 of these. I did one yesterday. So this is the second one that I'm doing, where I will put these in here and make sure that I do label them so that I know, are you like peppers or spicy? I don't like spicy peppers, but my boys like, my husband and my son like spicy peppers. I can't do spicy very well. It makes me itch and make me like break out in hives. So I don't do a lot of spicy food, even though I like spicy food, but my body does not tolerate it well. But I do also have some sweet peppers. So I have green peppers as well. And then I have some different variety colored peppers. So so I have a whole lot of green peppers that will be going. But with these spicy red peppers, I don't have a lot of those because, again, I don't eat a lot of them. And so I will share some of these. You like a lot of spice? Yeah, the Indonesians, I believe you guys like a lot of spicy food. I see a lot of the mukbangers in Indonesia doing a lot of the spicy food, but I'm not one for a lot of spice. But my husband is from West Africa and he likes spicy food. My son, he likes a variety of spicy foods. And some of these did not germinate. So like this one, oops, nope, let's see. This one did not, oops, and I've dropped it. I won't try to look for it because I'm sure I will knock something over. But some of these last few here did not germinate yet, but that does not mean they're not viable. That just means that they didn't germinate just yet. So we are going to put that aside. And then I will get another set of peppers to put in here. Let's see, what else do we have? Because I do have plenty of peppers. Oh, I dropped my tray. Hi there, Frugal Gardener. Are some of those bell peppers? I do have bell peppers. I do have bell peppers. I have these sweet green bell peppers, Frugal Gardener. And I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. And then I have a grand bell mix. So yesterday I did put some of the grand bell mix into my seedling starter trays, and I'm using recycling, Frugal Gardener. I am recycling. Hi there, Ethiani Cool. Welcome in. Excuse me, guys. Let me get my seeds. They have fallen here. But yes, I am recycling here in my patio. So I did soak. Hi there, the mother-daughter duo. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. How long to grow the pepper plants? I don't know. Let's see. So see 6 to 8 weeks. Let's see. It says 85 days to harvest. So that's almost 3 months, Deepa. That is almost 3 months time to harvest. That's a long time. So I'm started a lot earlier than I did last year. I thought she's still on the cruise this morning. No, I am not on the cruise. I would love to still be on the cruise, but I am here in the garden. And so you guys can even see here that, I started these, I soaked these in the paper towel with chamomile tea. So the paper towels have been soaked in chamomile tea. And I then put the seeds on them and I placed them in the little Ziploc baggies. And they started germinating. I mean, like literally, you can see all the germination on the cell. So these are all sweet green peppers. So those are all sweet green peppers. They all germinated very, very well. So I do eat green peppers. I do cook with those. So I will plant a lot of those. And again, I'll share those with my mom and my sister, and maybe my auntie. Because I can freeze those. Hi there, Robin. Robin's Nest Radio. Welcome in. I saw your time. I said, okay, let's sow some seeds. We'll hang out with you for a while. Thank you. I'm not going to be on long because I do have some chores that I need to run. Oh, you know what, though? Today is Tuesday. Hi there, Mr. Bucket List. Welcome in. I appreciate you coming. Look who's back in the garden. I was worried you'd never get off that ship. I'm sure my son was worried too. He's like, oh God, daddy's gonna make me eat leftovers forever and ever. So he was anxious for me to get off that ship and get back home. Goga, welcome in. I am sowing some seeds. I am in the garden. Yes, so I have some green pepper seeds here, guys, that I am sowing. And excuse the camera setup. I'm trying to show some dirt as well as show some Keshia. But I have gotten my green pepper seeds to germinate. Goga, I'm live, dear. I am live 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. I am super excited. So I am taking my little seeds. I am repurposing my tweezers here. They're no longer plucking eyebrow hairs. They are now helping me to sow some seeds. Hi there, Rally Creative. How are you? I appreciate you coming in. I am sowing some seeds, guys, dropping them in this tray. And I probably should have put these green peppers in their own separate tray, apart from these cayenne peppers, because this is a lot of green peppers. Red peppers more spicy than the green peppers. Yes, definitely. So I do have cayenne peppers. I have habanero peppers, and there's some serrano chili peppers. So proud of you. I like this, even though it is once a week. At least something is finally happening. I know, Goga. I know something is finally happening. You know, it's the sun, maybe that sun in the Bahamas kind of inspired me to go and do something. Thank you guys so much for coming in and joining me. I know my neighbor's over there working from home, and it's like, oh Lord, she's over there screaming again. He's gonna have to listen to me screaming out here at the computer, because even though I hear each of you in my head, I can hear all of your voices in my head. He can't hear you. And again, I am sowing some seeds. I have quick started these pepper seeds. I did a soak in chamomile tea on a paper towel, and we have gotten great germination. So I am super excited for that. They should be happy to have you. Oh, he is. He is. He loves me. I think we've both been here over 20 years, so we're good neighbors. We've both been here in this spot for over 20 years. Right, good and comfortable. You have such a beautiful voice, Keshia. Oh, Miss Robin, thank you. I love your voice. I love listening to you when you say blend, baby, blend with your smoothies. Smoothies. I love that. I have never liked my own voice. I'm not kind. Oh gosh, our trained fellow there. I can never say your name, but thank you so much for coming in, my Indonesian friend. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that as well. So, again, I am using my tweezers. We are sowing some seeds. So we got hot peppers. We have sweet green peppers. Blend, you're not weird. So we have peppers, and we have done a quick germination with the chamomile tea soaked paper towels, and we put the peppers on there, and you guys can see we got good germination, and you can see that the sprouts actually went through the paper towel, and that's why I have to use the tweezers, because I don't want to break the sprout. So you see how good that sprout is? It actually went through the paper towel. And is that regular soil or starter mix? The Frugal Gardener, I did a couple of things. So I did use a seed starting mix, but when I was at the Dollar Tree picking up all of these lovely seeds, they did also have some of this compressed seed starter. And so I picked up some of these as well. And so I did a mix of these for the seeds, and they have done pretty good. I did that last year as well, and they did really good. So I have a seed starting mix as well as this compressed coconut core. So this is 100% coconut core. Once you put warm water on it, it expands to like 2 quarts of soil here, or coconut core here. So I did a mixture of 50% starter seed mix, potting soil mix, and the coconut core. So yes, and I will make sure that when I do put it into the ground, that they are in good and healthy pre-prep soil. Hi there, Parker's. Excuse me. Hey, Mrs. Parker. Welcome in, Siobhan. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate all of you for coming in and being here with me this afternoon. I didn't think anybody was going to show up because it's in the middle of the day. Ms. Wanda, Keshia, do you believe us now? We told you your voice is amazing. I have never liked this voice because I've always been told I sound like a kid, sound like a youngster, a little person, or whatever. But I'm stuck with it. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Robin. I appreciate you sharing me out. I appreciate that so much. I hope you're still getting traffic. Keshia with the soothing voice needed for my afternoon reset. Oh, I had been watching you, Siobhan. You got Brandon out there doing his thing. I saw your premiere yesterday. I said, look at Brandon growing up and narrating the videos. I said, Siobhan, and put our brother to work. But I'm playing in the dirt now, guys. So I am just barely covering these seeds here, because they've already started, and this mixture is really light. Thank you, Deepa. I appreciate it. I love to listen to your motorcycle, Deepa, when you're riding your scooter, your motorcycle out on the roads. I think that is the ASMR of that. I love that. girl, because he is wearing me out. You done got him on the ship. Now you can't keep him off of it, wearing you out. He's like, girl, you gonna make this money. You are gonna make this money. I have been watching everyone's vlogs, and I hope that all the things going on in the politics of the country does not impact, our travel businesses. I know the frugal gardener who was in here was commenting in one of his videos. I am planting today, Siobhan, I am planting pepper seeds. So I did a quick germination of a variety. I had 6 different types of pepper seeds. So here we had, not these. I did the habanero yesterday and another that I already have out in the greenhouse. The habanero and the serrano chili yesterday, but these are the cayenne chili peppers and sweet green peppers here. And then I also have, let's see what else. Then I also have the sweet pepper variety mix. So I have this one here. So this is, and I hope I get some of these variety of colors because I like to use those, and they're sweet, and I can, put them in eggs and stews and different things and have a little bit of color, and with salads as well. How is your weather today? It's about 60 here in Pennsylvania. Weather today, it started off chilly, Miss Robin, but we are currently at 66. The high is 69 today. Yes, I'm going to share some of these with my mom and my sister. And so, and until I get these labeled appropriately, I did create me a little chart. And so I'm going to write on that. I'm going to put my little egg carton greenhouse cover. So we are practicing being resourceful and recycling. And I had already soaked the soil before I put the seeds in there. And so I'm just going to soak just a little bit more. And again, I am very, very resourceful in recycling. Okay, Deepa, thank you so much for coming in. Go get you some sleep now. 1:23. That's about what time I went to sleep last night myself. So get you some rest. Thank you for coming in. So I have some water here in my recycled water bottle, and I poked holes in the top of it with a pen. And so I am just sprinkling this on top of the seeds, because I did soak the soil beforehand. And again, what I will do is, and this is going to act as my little greenhouse. These peppers are going to love the greenhouse. It is nice, and the temperature in there is crazy. So I have to be very, very careful because while I was gone, and I was only gone from Saturday to Friday. So by the time I went back into the garden, have a great day, evening, Keshia. Gardening is the best. Thank you, Miss Robin. I appreciate you for coming in. Thank you so much. But by the time I got back to the garden this past Saturday, my collards had bolted, the cabbage had bolted, the broccoli had bolted because I didn't open up all the windows, and you guys can't really see the greenhouse because of that lighting. It's really bright back there. But everything, it had gotten so warm, because even like now, I have the window open, I have a fan going on in there, but it was, when I came out, it was about 100 degrees in the greenhouse. It gets so warm in there. Yes, I like cabbage too. Cabbage doesn't like me, but I love cabbage. I do better with raw cabbage, Miss Wanda, and the mother-daughter duo. I do much better with raw cabbage than I do with cooked cabbage. And that's the same with broccoli and other types of brassicas. I do better if they are raw, but I love them cooked any kind of way. So I am going to get just a little bit of water, rainwater, and I have my my eggshell tray. So I am putting this one. I think you guys just saw what I did, but I have this one sitting inside of that one, and I have a couple of pebbles in here to levitate it a little bit. So I'm going to fill this up with water to bottom water those so that it will stay moist because it will dry out pretty quickly in the greenhouse. And let's see, I'm looking for, I guess I have another water bottle here to fill. So excuse me, guys, I'll be right back. So I just filled this from my rainwater reservoir. And so we're putting water in here, and we will bottom water. I think one of my trays, one of them has a hole in it. The water just ran right out of it. Oh, you know what? I think that is actually, some of these have holes in them. So my legs are getting soaking wet right now. So let me get my seed packets. We don't want those getting soaking wet because there's still some seeds in there. And my papers are flying away with my charts on them. So I have wanted to come out today and I wanted to share with you guys. So thank you guys for coming along and sharing with me. So now we have finished with this one, and this one in my recycle egg tray. We are not being wasteful over here. And let's see if we can use this paper towel here to get up some of the water so I don't have to wear all of it. And so I do have more of my green peppers and these variety mixed colored peppers that I am going to use in this last tray. So we have one more tray, empty tray. My son likes eggs. He's young. So again, what I have been doing, this one doesn't have, I've been soaking the soil before I put the seeds in there. And this is a mixture of potting soil and cocoa coir that I have in there. So let me get some more water, guys. So eggs are so high, $21 a dozen. What? What kind of eggs you eating? I haven't bought any that are quite that high. But the 30 count, the 30 count eggs that I have been buying. So the 30 count in these trays are about $14. So these are plain white eggs in this count here, and they're about $14. I can get an 18 count of brown eggs for let's see, how much was that? I think the brown eggs was like 11, almost $12 for an 18 count of brown eggs. So almost as high. And so I am again putting these putting these pepper seeds that I did a quick germination by soaking, putting them on a paper towel soaked in chamomile tea, and place them in a little plastic baggie here for a little while and letting them germinate. And the quickest way for the germination, what I did last year, and I had great success with it, was I snipped the radicle on the peppers. But this year, I think I was a little bit too anxious. So I snipped most of the fruit, the plant that would grow out of it. So I started it and I had to start over. So have to be very careful because these seeds are tiny. So I had to start over, and I did not snip the second time around. And I'm using my this little sticky thing, and I believe this was from the marshmallow roasting stick. I cut them in half with the gardening shears. And I also use I recycle disposable chopsticks as well to make my little holes for planting. So our frugal gardener, he will know that I am very frugal in my gardening. I'm always trying to recycle. Yesterday, I went and cleaned out a lot of my Tati, thank you so much for still being here, my friend. I appreciate you. Yesterday, I cleaned out a lot of my containers so that I can reuse those. Didn't want to transfer any germs to the plant. So I cleaned out a lot of those starter containers as well as pots that I'll be using. And so you guys can again see the little radicle that's been sprouted here. So I am putting these down into the soil here. And some of them are tiny. Some of them are tiny. And some of them are quite long. So, but as long as they have started, and so getting this early start is going to be very helpful in the gardening process or the growing process for these peppers. So I'm excited about that. And right now I'm putting the sweet green peppers. These are a lot of these. There's a lot of sweet green peppers. So I will share these definitely once we get them going. So we are putting all of these peppers, and even like with this one, you can see it's grown into the paper towel. So having to be very careful to make sure that I get it all out without breaking it, and making sure that I'm only putting one per hole. And these tweezers come in really handy. And we think it's too high. Wow, here's a tray of 30 eggs. It's just $5. Oh, wow, Goga. Yeah, I don't think I've had eggs that were $5 in a long time. It's been a long time. Eggs have definitely gotten high. And I know during the winter time, egg prices go up anyway because chickens don't lay as well in the winter time. So I know that can have an impact on egg prices. But the way they have doubled in price is crazy. They have gotten really high. And my son, he can easily eat 6 eggs at a time. And he likes his omelet, so he is definitely needs to be made aware of how how high the cost of eggs are. So we're at 235 here. I'm going to put these in here, and then I'll put the sweet pepper mix in. So I'm doing this final row here, making sure that I'm getting the ones that have the radicals showing. That way we're assured of a good growth. And Deepa asks a very good question. Destiny loves eggs, me not so much. I'll eat them, but again, eggs, cabbage, they do the same thing with the sulfur in those plants. And you know what, guys? My memory is not good, so I need to make sure that I do my little chart of what plants I put in here. Because I will forget in an hour. I will completely forget in an hour what I've just done. Okay, so where's my pencil? So I have my pencil, and I'm going to use the cocoa core. So on this tray, we have 3 rows of green peppers, sweet green peppers. So I have a little chart that I created so that I can keep this with these peppers until I get them labeled. If you are ever in my neck of the woods in West Virginia, I can give you a dozen or 2. Do you have chickens too, the Frugal Gardener? Oh, wow. I didn't know you had chickens. I'll have to go back and catch some of your other videos. I'm sure you've showcased the feathered friends. But yes, I'm having to label this because I will definitely forget. Oh, I bet you have some nice eggs there. I don't think my son truly appreciates when I go and buy eggs for him, and when I make omelets. I made him an omelet last night for Fatar, and he enjoyed it, but I don't think he appreciates the cost of eggs. And so now I am just labeling so that I don't forget what I planted. Okay, that's wonderful. I would love to have a few chickens. But my husband just looked at me funny, like when I said that. He looked at me really funny because this spacing here, he already doesn't like a lot of things that's going on here. So I am positive that he would not be happy with some chickens. He would not be happy at all. Okay, so at least I got this one labeled, and my other sheet flew away, and we have the cayenne pepper and some sweet green peppers in this tray over here. So let me at least put the wrapper there on there so that I know what kind of peppers are in that tray. Okay, and so now I'm going to finish. This is the sweet pepper variety here. So this is what is in this baggie that I am going to put inside. So I have what's that? 12 more spacing, or is that 10? I think that's 10 more spacings here. Yeah. So I'm sure I have more seeds than that in here. Oh yeah. So these are the sweet variety. Look how good they germinated, guys. Isn't that wonderful? They germinated really good. So if you can't, I know I have some folks that I follow in Florida and other places, and they don't need to do this, but here in North Carolina, it has helped me, and I definitely hope that I'll have a longer pepper growing season. Hi there, Lucho. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. It's been a long time. I see you over at El Negro TV's channel. It's been a while since I've been over to your channel. Thank you for coming in. You're in Argentina. Thank you. Hi there, Juba Bruce. Welcome in, dear. It's good to see you. Well, I just saw you last week and then I was over at your house. So I am planting some peppers, guys. Putting some pepper seeds into the soil here. I've done some quick germination. And so I have my little seeds here. And it's 2:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the US. So I have to make sure that I stay conscious of the time. Oh, but I did say that I don't have to worry about the time because my son has tutoring today. So I don't have to leave at 3. I can actually stay longer. Uh-oh. Look at that, guys. I just pulled the radical off of that one. That's why I'm using my tweezers, trying to be careful. But I guess chatting and tweezing can lead to mishaps. Oh, what love to eat at everyone in the house. Yes, that would be wonderful to have a meal with everyone, Juba. I am planting pepper seeds. So I have some sweet pepper variety mix here, and I have my seeds that I've germinated um, that I'm putting here in the soil. So I filled up all of these cells here, and my paper towel went. Oh, I got another one in here. Hi there, Real TV Kenya. Greetings. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you joining us. I am planting pepper seeds today, and I'm having to label my little chart for my cells here. So these are my sweet pepper grand bell mix. So I do hope that I'll get some of these variety of colors when they do grow. I think that's what these are. Actually, these are well, there are a variety of those. These are not, those are not the same ones. The other ones are, these are what I put in here. They look similar to those, but they are not that marble color. You mentioned radical, and that reminds me of science back in elementary school. You know what? I must have missed that back in elementary school because I've just learned it. I relearned it, I guess. Yeah, so but I've just learned that regarding the so these are the California Wonder seeds that I have here. I'm glad I labeled, yeah, these are the California Wonder peppers that I've just put in the soil here. So these seedlings here, or seeds rather. I think it's about time I stop procrastinating and get started. Just put some seeds in the dirt, Miss Wanda. Put some seeds in the dirt. I'll do CW for the California Wonder is what I have here. And they just look like colored green pepper, colored bell peppers. Yes. So just put some seeds in the dirt, Miss Wanda, and grow you something. Even if nothing grows, you love vegetables, Juba. I think, hi there, Cruz Bolero. And I can't remember, dear, if I left a comment, Cruz Bolero. I did watch your live stream. I think it was about 14 minutes that you have gotten better and better each time you've gone live. So I did watch your live stream, and I am proud of you too. So at one point, I did not think that I would be able to stay on a live stream for more than a few minutes. And here I am now. excited that I can stay on longer. So I've already been on here 44 minutes, and I'm excited that I can stay on here a little bit longer today. So I am going to put a little water. Again, I had already soaked the soil before I put the seeds in. And now I'm just going to water the seeds. And I will put my little makeshift. Yes, Miss Cruz Valero, you will do just fine. One, you're not afraid of the camera. You do a great job. And, you speak to your audience very well. So you're already well ahead of the game. So I have my, did I see Keeping Up? Oh, what is it? Let's see. Friday's Kitchen. Hi there. I'm starting a garden this year, and your channel was recommended while I was on Keeping Up with the Griffins live stream. I am excited not to get started. You have to get started, Friday. You have to get started. It is, and I will say that my first time that I started growing something, I started, I was on Pinterest, and I saw, so excited to get started. Okay. I saw something on Pinterest where a gentleman was talking about growing, doing a kitchen garden and growing from kitchen scraps, right? So he was taking the carrot tops and the celery bottoms and the lettuce bottoms and growing potatoes and onions from the kitchen scraps. And I was like, I can do that. And so I had potatoes that had sprouted in the kitchen, in the pantry. I had the onions that, you had sliced to cook. Hi there, Will. Together we travel. Welcome in. I had the onions. I had the lettuce, the cabbage, and just putting them in water and then eventually putting them in soil. And I was amazed to see things just to start to grow again. When you think that you're already done with something and it creates new life from itself. So I was absolutely amazed by that. And so that's how I started my little kitchen garden. And then I took a few slices of one tomato and I got 19 tomato plants. I don't even eat tomatoes like that, guys. So you'll be planting those this weekend. Yes. So I was excited to grow something, and I think that first time that I put some things outside, it was like in July. So things didn't grow as well because I had such a late start. Yes, Will, I'm in one of my happy places. The factors of seed germination, oxygen, water, light, and warmth. Absolutely. So these pepper seeds definitely need warmth. They like for the soil to be warm. And so in doing this germination with the tea-soaked paper towels and putting the seeds on the paper towel and putting it into the zippy, the plastic baggie, and then putting it in a warm place. That helps simulate a good portion of that with the water, the light, and the warmth, right? And so it helped to simulate the germination. Now, the oxygen and the sun, or the light rather, is going to get us to get that green foliage in these plants. So I'm excited by that. So I am repurposing my egg carton. So I have these two here together to create the soil and the greenhouse. And then I have this bottom tray here, and I have a few pebbles in it to elevate it. So I have them in four corners. So I have a pebble, and I will add in some water. So I'm going to add in some water into the tray, and the other one leaked out all over me. So I hope this one doesn't leak, but I think it was just the one that I had already placed holes all in top because I didn't think about using it to bottom water. So we are adding water to the bottom, and we will bottom water these seeds as they grow. And I am using water from my rainwater reservoir. You guys should see me out here collecting rainwater. When it starts raining, as long as there's no lightning, I'm not scared of thunder, but I don't want to be out in the lightning. But it is so funny to see me out here harvesting rainwater. I have my buckets, I have my scoopers, and I'm scooping up rainwater and filling up my big 96-gallon container here with rainwater. So it doesn't just pour down. So my husband won't let me cut the drain. Even though our city encourages it, they give you a whole kit and container and everything for a small price, but my husband won't let me do it. So I just come out and I scoop up as much rainwater as I can. So guys, I have 3 plants. I got my little chart so that I know what it is that I have planted. And so here I have green peppers and this a variety of colored peppers here in this container. And I have also done in a separate container, I have also done cayenne, hot peppers, and more of the green peppers. So we have a lot of green peppers, guys. Okay. And I still have more of the California wonder peppers that I'll do. And so the soil that I'm using is a potting soil for containers and a mix of the compressed coconut core that I'm using here. So I picked this up from the Dollar Tree. And so I need to, and I'm going to take these into the greenhouse. Oh, I forgot that the bottom of that one is leaking. So I'm just going to take these quickly. And unfortunately, I can't take you guys with me because you're on the computer. And you probably won't be able to see me when I go over into the greenhouse. But I do have some more seeds that I want to put in containers. And since I don't have to rush with my son, and since I don't have to rush and pick up my son today, I can stay longer and show you guys some more seeds, or I can put some more seeds in the soil. Okay. So I always try. Hi there, PMC. Welcome in, dear. Are you off work yet? Or are you on a lunch break? Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. I am in the garden. Keshia, I have to get back to work. See you later. Bye-bye, Cruz Bolero. Thank you for coming out. Spending a little bit of time with me. I appreciate it. Ifyani, thank you so much for still being here. Goga, thank you so much for still being here. Okay, you're at work, PMC. All right, guys. So what I have here, I try to go ahead and, as much as possible, prep while I can, right? In advance of doing anything. So what I've done here is I've already taken my, thank you, Frugal Gardener. I appreciate you still being here. I appreciate everybody that has come in and give the thumbs up. So I have here, I've taken these styrofoam containers. And so some of the seeds that will grow quite a little bit bigger and quicker, right? So I'm going to put them in here so that I don't have to transplant them or transfer them again, right? So I have taken these containers, which are these 16-ounce styrofoam cups. I should have gotten bigger, but I didn't get bigger. I got the ones that I saw. So these are 16-ounce styrofoam cups, and I have placed holes on the side of them, and I put sand in the bottom, and then I've done my mixture of soil here in these plants. And these are recycled yogurt containers. OMG, a garden live. Yes, Scott, you were asking for them, so I gave it to you. All season. So these are recycled yogurt containers. And again, I have used my little soldering iron. You have a surprise for me? Oh, I don't like surprises, but I'll be grateful and accepting of a surprise. Oh, wow. Are you going on a cruise? Are you coming to North Carolina? What's the surprise? Can you tell I don't like surprises? Just tell me. So I'm going to take some of these seeds. Oh, not till June. Oh, wow. That's a good ways off. So I still have some more seeds here. Some more green pepper seeds. These are not green peppers. These are a different variety. But I'm going to fold these back over, and I'm going to get a smaller container to put those in. So for now, we will just put these aside. I appreciate all of you here and saying hello to one another. And I always forget to do this, and I need to set a command, but I always forget to do that too. It's a funny planner that I know will make you smile and laugh. I just thought of you when I saw it. Oh, thank you, Scott. Hopefully, is it resin or plastic? Because I tend to break stuff. I hope it's not something I can break. I don't want to break anything. I'm gonna have to be extra careful and wear Butterfinger gloves. But you guys can type host, HOST, to drop your channel link if you'd like to connect with one another. Oh, it's aluminum metal. Yay! I can handle aluminum metal. So I have some more seeds that I have germinated, and I started these in my laundry room before I left for the cruise. I hope these seeds are okay. They have successfully germinated. They are well overdue for the soil. And oh my goodness, look, guys, these are red burgundy. I'm going to show you the seed packets for these. These are beautiful. And I bought these last fall. I just had to get them when I saw them. But these are red burgundy okra plants. And I think it's David Corey with the crop. I've seen him with some red colored okra in his garden, and it looks so beautiful. You hear that, Goga? I got some red okra. Look, guys, isn't that pretty? Oh, let me see if I can get it out of the baggie. Look at that. Isn't that some pretty okra? It's a red burgundy okra. And look at that pretty flower. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be catching all the sunrises to capture these okra flowers here. I love the okra flower. They put off the prettiest flower, but then to see these red ones. So let me show you how quickly they germinated. So before my trip last week, I put the seeds, I soaked them in, I put them on the soaked paper towel. Uh-oh. I just pulled those out. You guys, did you guys hear me talk about my memory? It's awful, guys. So I put the seeds. Yes, red okra, Will. I saw it at one of my local gardening centers, and I had to get it. And the seeds, they weren't cheap either. I mean, it was $2.69. Now they say they're frost sensitive, so after the last chance of frost, and it takes 50 to 60 days to from germination to growing. So this stunning color in the garden, high quality crimson pods and yellow flowers are prolific in the heat, beautiful and edible. Oh, wow. So And guys, do you guys remember last year I ate the okra leaves? I still have some in the freezer. PMC, well, I'll have to get on with work and stay safe and blessed. Peace and light, Keshia. Happy gardening. Thank you so much, PMC. I appreciate that, dear. You have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your work day and a good evening home. So I am super excited. Blessing to all watching, especially our host, Keshia. Thank you, Good Vibes Kate. Dear, I appreciate that too. You guys are just blessing me with all of the sweet words. I appreciate it. But I love the okra flower. They have the prettiest flowers. I try to get out. Last summer, I had more pictures of flowers in my phone than I did pictures of my children. But guys, let me show you what these the germination on here. Okay, guys. I definitely, and it's only been, I did it on the 6th. So it's been 10 days. I definitely let them over. They went too long, right? So it's been 10 days because I put them on to germinate. Look, guys, look at that germination. So, and look at the seeds. So when you're doing this type of soak, when you're soaking your seeds, and if you decide to soak your seeds, why would you soak your vegetable seeds, right? What is the reason to soak your vegetable seeds? The main reason is to, one, promote that early to promote that germination, right? Because some seeds have a hard shell, right? So we can look at these this okra seed, and you can see that it's pretty big, and it does have a hard shell. Fried okra or okra and lima beans over rice. That sounds interesting. So soaking the seeds that have a hard shell, or a bigger outer shell, that will help promote the germination of the plant and get you to growing quicker, right? So yes, break the seed dormancy. Real TBT Kenya, you listen very well in science class. Again, I've only recently learned these things because of hands-on. I have to do things, and with these, I'm not going to water the soil before I put these in the soil, because they have all these holes in it, and I'll get the hi there, Miss Linda. I appreciate you coming in. Good to see you at the garden. Have you finished your cruise trip? Yes, the cruise trip is over. It was only 4 days. And what I'm going to do, guys, in these bigger containers, I am going to put 4 in each one. So, well, I might have to water it just a little bit. I might have to water it just a little bit to get the holes to stick. You're catching receipts. Yes. So Goga's going to know that you are a good student and you do listen. So when you don't do what you're told to do by a professor, we'll know it's because you just didn't want to do it. So I'm just going to soak the soil just a little bit to get the holes to stick a little bit. I'm sure when I put them in here, I had originally planned to sow some seeds sooner. And let me go and get some more water. Keshia, roughly about how much did it cost to get started? Well, Miss Wanda, like most of my seeds I get from the Dollar Tree. They don't have a lot of the specialty seeds, like they don't have okra seeds at the Dollar Tree, or not at my Dollar Tree. So they don't have a lot of the specialty seeds, but your basics, your tomatoes, your cucumbers, your peppers, all of those. These seed packets were for $1. So you don't need a lot of seeds. And you can get a lot of seeds. Let me see. So these are all empty, but most of the seed packets, they have a lot of seeds. So You can reuse containers that you have at home. So like my first year growing okra, I used a styrofoam cooler that I had from Walmart. So I had a styrofoam cooler that we had used one time when we were going out to the park or something that I had put some ice in. So I reused that container. Hi there, Danny D. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. So I reuse a lot of containers, and I have some potatoes that I'm going to grow. And look at here. Look at my potato containers. Okay. I picked these up. Somebody decided they didn't want them, right? So they put them out to the street. And I said, those will make great. Hi there, Miss Official Jamie. Welcome in. I was like, those would make perfect containers for my potatoes. And so I already have some netting that I'm going to line those with. So I'm going to put my potatoes in there, and then that way I can layer them up. The potatoes will have a good chance to go deeper, and I'll get more potatoes. So those 2 containers and those baskets at the store would normally run about $10 or $15 for those baskets. I got them off the side of the street, and I did go to the lady's house and knock first before taking them off the side of the street, even though she had them out for garbage pickup. But I picked up those baskets, so that was a $10 or $15 each savings. So recycling things that you have at home. And with potatoes, you can even start with a paper box to grow potatoes in, because you just need the soil. They don't require a lot of water or anything like that. Potatoes are very low maintenance, right? Green peppers, green peppers, they're not the easiest to grow because they do require a longer growing season and lots of sun. I have to make sure that the chipmunk or the squirrel is not trying to get me. But tomatoes are super easy. Take a tomato, slice it, and put it in the dirt, add some water and a little sun, and it's going to do its thing, right? So let me get some water, guys. Right back. And I'm just over here at my and anything, I mean, like even like these containers here, and a lot of my pots I get from the Dollar Tree. I got a lot of my pots from the Dollar Tree. And they're like gallon and a half. But you do have to make sure that you're giving your plants enough room and things to grow. But you don't need a lot of space, especially for container growing. But like my big bags, you see my big black bags there, those were gifted to me by a neighbor. She said that she was giving up on gardening because the deer kept eating all of her vegetables in her garden. And so she had those bags, and she gave those to me. So I did not have to buy those. So those were truly a blessing. And I think you remember me telling that story, Miss Wanda, on one of my walking ventures. So it doesn't take much. And here's something else that you can use if you don't have a lot of space. These type of buckets, and they don't even need to be this big either. You can reuse buckets like that. And these little seedling starters, I picked these up at the Dollar Tree as well, and I reuse them. So yesterday I was cleaning, I was sweeping. I got a big pile of leaves and trash here, and I have my son. He likes protein, right? He's into trying to build muscle and stay lean. So he likes his protein. So these Greek yogurt containers, I buy these and I repurpose these. He washes them for me after he uses them. And I'm repurposing them in the garden. One moment. yesterday I was out here with soapy water and a brush in the big bucket, and I rewashed all of these containers that I used in my seedling startings last year. So I rewashed all of these, and I will be reusing these. So just like I filled these with soil and everything, these will be doing the same. These containers here, they were filthy because I'm pretty sure you can see those containers right there. So they're full of soil. So I will be cleaning out the soil and prepping the planters, just like with these. So yesterday, soap and water. See, this one still has water in it, right? But I cleaned them out, cleaned all the dirt out of them, and I will be rewatching. I'm looking at Good Vibes. Okay, love to all watching. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate all the thumbs up. I appreciate all the love. But yeah, these were $1 each at the Dollar Tree, and they have all different kinds and varieties. Um, yeah, I reuse them. Even my computer is sitting on one right now. But I am going to take these red okra, these red burgundy okra seeds, right? So I have these beautiful red burgundy okra seeds that I have already done a quick germination. I've already put peppers in the soil, but because these okra will get much bigger, they will get much taller. And if I do things right, I'm going to stand up a little bit, guys. I'm going to stand up a bit because I can't see inside the container. So I am poking holes, and now you can't see me. That's funny. Okay, I'm here. I'm still here, guys. Shadow Keshia is here. Laugh with me, guys. Don't laugh at me. So I'm poking holes into my container here so that I can put these okra seeds in here. And there are plenty of them. And I'm going to do 4 in the bigger ones and maybe just 2 in the smaller cups. I tickle myself sometime, guys. Okay. And my son has left me. Okay. So we are taking these seeds that we have had to germinate already. So we have already gotten good growth off of those. I won't try to take the shell off of those because the plant needs to create its own strength, right? By breaking out of that shell. Just like a chicken will hatch out of the shell, it needs to do it on its own and create strength to grow. So I'm going to leave it on there, and I'm going to stick this down into the holes that I've just created. So I'm sticking those pointy ends down into my little trays here. And Keshia, how did you learn so much about gardening? On YouTube. On YouTube, Miss Wanda. Because I promise you, I knew nothing. Even though my grandmother and my mom, they can grow anything. And definitely, like, I'll use my mom as an example. I gave her some of my tomato seedlings last year. Within 4 days of me giving my mom one of my tomato seedlings, mine was just slowly growing. Hers had just taken off. It had new life. It was doing so much better. And She even one of it, I think it broke. I think the wind might have knocked it over or something. And she took a piece of it that had broken and started a whole new plant. And I'm like, how'd you do that? She was like, oh yeah, tomatoes can do that. You can just take a piece of tomato plant and you can propagate it and grow it. I'm like, I didn't know that. But I've learned that now in these YouTube streets. But I'm just so excited with these seeds. They have, and look at the little roots there that's already forming on there. So I am sticking these down. I guess I need my little holes to go bigger. Hi there, TJ's Destinations. Welcome in. I'm in the garden. I'm out here on my patio. I have time. My son has tutoring, so I don't have to rush off. I am sticking these down into the soil here. Anybody wanting to drop your link to have others to connect to you, just type in host, HOST, and hopefully Nightbot will work and be kind. So I am sowing some seeds, guys. I have done quick germination. These are red burgundy okra seeds. And these seeds have already germinated on chamomile soaked tea paper towel. And we have really great germination. I'm super excited for this, guys. I'm super excited. So I do hope. Thank you there, Real TBT Kenya. Making sure that Nightbot is working. I need to create a command so that I don't have to say it, so that Nightbot will say it for me. But I keep forgetting by the time I get off and I don't remember. I go on to the next thing. So these plants here. So I am going to actually put these two, since they've already started to grow leaves, I'm going to put them into their own cup by themselves. Oops. So I won't put them into a cup with others since they've already broken out of their shell. But yeah, so these have already done really well. And with my okra plants, weather okra, error retrieving observations. So Goga, obviously there's no place such as okra. Your okra village doesn't really exist. Or Nightbot does not know how to get to that destination. Nightbot does not know how to get to your okra beach. Oh, you'll know the weather in the Bahamas. I'm sure she can tell you that. Or he. Why? Well, I might have broken it, Goga. I was messing with Nightbot the other day on the cruise. And I actually had gotten rid of some of my moderators by accident when I was on the cruise. So I might have broken the weather. Oh, I haven't programmed it. I thought I had weather programmed. I think I messed it up though, Goga. I think I was messing with the weather on the cruise. So I think I might have taken something out. So I'll have to go back to one of your videos and remember how to program it, because I removed a lot of the defaults. So because I think the weather is one of the defaults that I had kept, because that was one of your first teachings on Nightbot. And guys, make sure you connect with Goga so that you can learn from him. He is a wealth of knowledge. On his channel, he has a ton of courses with very much good information. I know I don't have winner. Oh, and the winner is who is the winner? If Yanni Cool subscribes to this channel. Oh Lord. So Gogo, you're gonna teach Nightbot for me? You're gonna teach me and Nightbot here. Who is Goga, Keshia? I know, right? Who is Goga? Goga is all knowing. Nightbot is under the weather. Good Vibes K. And the winner is Good Vibes K. I have no prizes. So we're giving winners. So the prize is the you guys being here with me, keeping me company. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Nightbot, who is that? Who is K? Who is Good Vibes K? I am amazed at these okra. Look at there. We can answer that. Goga is the prince of YouTube. Yes, he is. He is wonderful. I know my husband is always like, who is Goga? Why do I have to hear so much about Goga? Because I'm always, well, Goga said, and Goga does. And did you know, Goga? Did you know when we go to Kenya? Again, one of the funny looks. I get one of the funny looks. Hi there, young Riz, aka Drip King. How are you? Thank you guys for coming in. I am planting okra. David Hunt would probably not appreciate this. You've never heard of him, Good Vibes K? Wow. So, okay, I think. So we already have 4 times 6, 24 okra plants. And I think last year I only had about 8 total. So we're definitely going to have some good okra harvest this year. And again, I can freeze okra. Okra does well in the freezer. Let's see, what's that? The command? Maybe that one is broke, Goga. It doesn't seem to be working. What is that one supposed to do? I'm pretty certain that I turned it off. I'm pretty certain that I turned that one off. Uh-oh. The bot commands for this channel are available at night. But okay. Okay. Goga's teaching us all, guys. So the bot commands are available at that. Okay. If you say so, Goga and Nightbot, I know nothing. So y'all have to teach me. Or I won't say I know nothing. I know very little. So thank you for the instruction. So that's where I have to go for the bot commands for this channel. Okay. Host, please, everyone, please connect with Goga here. Yes, definitely connect with Goga. Go to his channel. Check out the courses tab on his channel. Check out his live streams. Show up on Wednesdays for the fireside chat and learn about others that he brings up. You only have 2. 1 is broken. You only have 2. 1 is broken. Yeah, I'm sure there's a whole lot of other ones that are broken, Goga. But yes, on tomorrow, Goga will have, oh goodness. And Goga may not always be present in the chat, but more often than not, I'm lurking around, or excuse me, in the bush on the channel. With Ramadan here lately, I have been struggling. Keshia, I'm not going. Good vibes, Kay. You say you're not going. Look, I don't want to have any part of it. Good vibes, Kay. Listen, I've heard those African instructors and princes, you know, they can issue a decree of some kind. Keshia, I know you live in the bushes until receipts show up. I can't help those receipts. I was trying to be in the bushes the Sunday on somebody else's live stream, and they were calling for a mod to drop somebody else's link, and either the mods that had been in there had left or were unable to do so. So I had to come out of the bushes and drop. Well, I didn't have to, but I couldn't help myself. So I came out of the bushes to drop drop a link. So I am so excited that these okra, and this is only one of the okra, um, this red burgundy, this red burgundy okra that I'm planting here. I am so excited about these, but I also have the spineless green, the Clemson spineless. So this is the regular okra that I'm used to. So this is what I'll be doing next. I do have the Clemson spineless, and this is what I have typically grown with my okra. So I have two types of okra. I thought I had three, but I've only germinated the two. And so I think I have just enough for the 4 seeds that I have here. And these, again, they look so wonderful. And I'm having to be super careful so as not to break. Thank you so much, Kay. I appreciate that. But I'm having to be super careful with putting these into the soil because I don't want to break these roots that have already grown. And again, thank you guys so much for being here with me. I need to find some more soil because I just want to put some soil over top of this rather than try to take it from the side. So let me find some soil, guys. Okay. So I have some soil that I put in this container. See, he likes vanilla yogurt. So this is what this is. And this is plastic. So I just ripped this off of it. And so I'm just sprinkling some of this soil on top of each of these plants. And the spot where I have, oh man, I should have sifted this because even though this is supposed to be starter soil, look at this. These are big, thick pieces of stuff that are gonna smother my little plants. Well, at least I can feel it. Just putting a little bit over each one. You're just chilling out, Riaz. I appreciate you stopping in. I swear, this feels like a big old rock. Might have to get just a little bit more. You fasted today? Yes, Riz. I'm fasting too. So if you guys see my lips looking a little chapped and stuff, it's day 17 of Ramadan. Tomorrow is day 18. Yes. It has been a blessed month of Ramadan. Yeah, 30 days. But it goes by quickly, Riaz. It goes by really quickly. Okay, I need just a little bit more soil. Just a little bit. Okay. So we have done really well, guys. I'm done before I used to it. Exactly. It's over before you get used to it. Well, uh, I used to try to psych myself up and prepare for it a little bit earlier. So I've gotten all the seeds in the soil, and I've added a little bit more soil on top of them. But now I'm going to just add a little bit more water. Okay. Um, I had a live earlier, Riz. I will go watch your shorts now. Okay. Hi there, the team. Team Reese Travels. The Team Reese Travels. I was looking at the mother daughter duo and saying the Team Reese Travels. Hi there, Team Reese Travels. Welcome in. And the mother daughter duo is saying hello. I'm so glad Miss Wanda is doing better out here in these YouTube streets. I am actually going to get something to drench these a little bit more because I want these pots to be soaked. Team Reese Travels, I am here in the garden. I am sowing some seeds. We have already done peppers. It's 3:34. We've already done peppers. We have done, we're now finishing up the okra. And you guys missed that piece of it. I have plenty of other seeds that I will be putting in the dirt. But I am going to get my watering bucket to soak these seeds here. Yes. So I was out here earlier today. So I am going to actually drench these because we want them to be good and happy. Happy, happy, happy. And I have these two plants here. Well, I don't want to put that in my chair. We have these two plants here, and the shells had already come off of them, and the leaves are already forming. So, and again, the pots or the cups, I've already punctured holes in them with my soldering iron. Uh-oh, see? At least my leg is not up under it this time. The water ran straight out, or not straight out, but straight to the bottom. Okay, so I have done my red burgundy okra. Isn't that pretty? Those are going to be some pretty okra that are going to grow. We're going to have red okra, and I'm going to show you guys the green Clemson okra. I'm going to show you guys the green green Clemson okra. Is it Clemson? Yes, green Clemson okra. So I'm going to take these plants and I'm going to put these over to the side because I have to make space in the greenhouse for them. I don't currently have space for them. So I'm going to put these over here. And hope that the chipmunk doesn't come out and think that I've given him something to eat or play with. Okay. So now I have a mess here. I don't necessarily like a mess. Yeah, I don't care for a mess at all. But thank you guys so much for coming in. Oh. And I have been on for an hour and a half. Oh my goodness. And this has been so fun because it's therapeutic for me, because even when I'm out here by myself and doing my gardening by myself, I talk to myself and I just have a good old time. So the time flies. My son had told my husband one day, he said I didn't feed him. He said I was out here in the garden for 5 hours. He was like, yeah, she didn't cook. She didn't feed me. She was out there in the garden for like 5 hours. I said, yes, I did not feed him, but I wasn't in the garden for 5 hours. He can feed himself. He's 15 now, and he has hair on his chin. He is not a baby. You guys see why I wear gloves, right? Okay. So now I don't have any more containers prepped. So I will have to prep some more containers. But what I will show you are my my crimson spineless okra. So these are the okra, the other kind of okra that I have, in addition to the red red burgundy that I have. So I did the same thing with these. I soaked them. I soaked the paper towel. I placed the seeds on the paper towel and put it in a cool, well, not a cool, a warm, dark place. And they stayed way longer than they should have. Oh, I think these have, oh no, these may not do what they're supposed to do. I think they've stayed a little bit longer than they should have. Yeah. So, yeah, these are not gonna, these didn't make it. The green Clemson, yeah, these did not make it. And I'm almost embarrassed to show you, but I should not have kept them out here as long as I did. So I'm going to show you so you'll know what not to do on these. The other ones, because they had grown so big, but these, maybe they were too moist or maybe they dried out. I'm not sure. But we did get the germination that we had meant to get. However, they have started to mold. Okay, guys. So that is not what we wanted. So they have started to mold, and it looks like all of them are doing that. So we will not have success with these. But the good thing is that it does not take long for that germination to happen. I should not have kept them for 10 days. It should only take a few days for that stratification with the okra plants. So I will do more of those. Let's see, because I do have more seeds, and I do have more okra, and I wanted to do succession planting with the okra anyway. So I will be taking more of the okra seeds to soak. And this is what the seeds look like. Oops, they are rolling out of my hands, guys. And these are valuable seeds. Like I said, they don't sell these at the Dollar Tree. They don't sell the okra at the Dollar Tree. And I think I might have gotten these from the Walmart, even though I'm not supposed to be saying that right now. Right. But this is what the seeds look like. And they do have a hard shell on them. And that's why you soak them. But 10 days was a long time, which is why those other ones look like that, because we should have only had a little bit of growth like we had with the green peppers. But because I left them in there for a long time, I went on a cruise and then came back and left them. Oh, and like I said, I can't see very well down here, but I know that I dropped at least 3 seeds. And when you think about dropping 3 seeds, if those plants produce, I think I would get an okra, maybe two okra every few days during the height of the growing season from that. So that's a valuable seed, but I can't see them because they're blending in with the dirty concrete down there. Ifeanyi, stay safe and healthy. More blessings until some other time. Thank you so much, Ifeanyi Cool. I appreciate you coming in and spending as much time as you did. I am actually myself going to end this. Oh, I do have other seeds that I will be putting out. So I have my Swiss chard seedlings or seeds, and I also have some spinach seeds. Okay, so I will be doing that, but I have to prep some more containers. And as you can see, I did have my containers that I have here. So I have some other seedlings. So I'll show you some of the seedlings that I will be putting out. Not seeds, but the actual seedlings. So I'm going to show you guys some of the seedlings. So one moment. So these are my tomatoes. So we will definitely be putting the tomatoes into containers. So we will be doing the tomatoes, and here we have some kale and 1 row of Georgia collards. I'm just wishing upon wishing on the collards. But then we also have some corn. Look at my corn, guys. I'm excited. I have corn. And I hope the corn, I did not have success with my corn last year, but again, we're starting earlier. So we are super excited for all of these plants. And here I have 6 variety of tomato plants. So I have a patio hybrid tomato. Oops. And again, just soaking my leg because I'm bottom watering. I have a brandywine pink tomato. I have a beefsteak tomato. I have a black creme tomato. Which one is that? I have a Rio Grande tomato, and I have some red cherry tomatoes. So I have 6 variety of tomato plants here. And then we have some premium kale, some Georgia collards, and some silver queen corn. Okay, so those are some of the seedlings. I have several herbs growing. Let me show you some of my herbs, Miss Wanda. I'm going to show you some of the herbs that I have going on. Okay, Miss Wanda. Um, these are, this is my parsley. I have parsley here and I have cilantro here. So they are definitely taking off. So I do have these herbs growing and they have done quite well. So we have cilantro, parsley and cilantro, and they were fairly easy to grow. And this is my second time with the basil. I froze the first basils, but I have 5 variety of basil plants growing here. So I'm super excited for those. I have a spicy saber basil. Yes, I use cilantro and parsley quite a bit in cooking. But I have 5 variety of um, basil. I have spicy saber. I have sweet Italian. I have a Ria Reuben, which is like a red basil. And I don't have a lot of that to come up. I'm really only seeing like 2 or 3 of that red Reuben to come up. Then I have some lemon drop basil. Yes, start with your herbs, and you can just start with something simple like this, right? Just something simple like this and in your container so you can always have something small for your herbs, or even just getting a small round container. Lemon drop, and then I have a mammoth basil plant here. And this is my first time ever growing flowers or trying my hand at flowers. These are, what are these called? These are chrysanthemums, I think. I think these are chrysanthemums. So I have, I'm recycling the containers. I think my cabbage or some of my brassicas from the fall. All right. Thank you, Will. I appreciate you being here. You have a blessed and beautiful day, dear. I'm recycling the container, but these were grown from seeds. So these are chrysanthemum flowers here, and they have a beautiful red flower with a yellow center. So I'm excited for that. And I also have some, so the chrysanthemums, and I have some zinnia plants growing as well. So I am excited to grow those. And I didn't start any marigolds, but I hope to have some marigolds that'll pop up on their own. I haven't seen any yet, but I do hope to. Hi there, Carlene. See it with C. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Carlene, I have sown some seeds. I've been on here almost 2 hours. This reminds me that it's time to start tightening up my flower bed and planter boxes. Yes, go ahead and do that so that when the sun gets high, that they can go ahead and get the sun and give you some beauty when you come and go. And that's mostly what it is. My husband last year was the first time that I took any interest in flowers. I got flowers for Mother's Day. Hi there, Sea Lake Journeys. Welcome in. I got flowers for Mother's Day, and my husband wanted flowers to greet us on as we come through the front door. So I bought a couple of those. They didn't, they survived the season, and I kept them as long as possible. So I'm hoping that I can transfer some of my chrysanthemums or the other ones, the zinnias out for him, to the front so that he can see those on his comings and goings. But my purpose for flowers are for pollinators, right? So we need the pollinators to come. So the zinnia plants, the marigolds, and hopefully these red clemsons, these chrysanthemums will generate us some pollinators, and I'll pick up a few from the store as well. But I did want to show you guys everything. So I have here my my tomato seedlings that are ready to be transplanted. They're ready to be up potted. So they're ready to go into a bigger pot. They have outgrown the seed starter. They did grow from seeds in this container here, as well as my kale and my corn have grown from seeds in these seed starter. And this is a burpee seed starter, so it's a two-part component there. Um, and you bottom water it, right? So let me show you guys this. Let me show you the roots on this kale and corn. And this is from bottom watering. Look at the roots, guys. Look at all those good roots. So when I up pot these, I have to be super careful not to destroy all those good roots. So I have to be super careful with that because they have gotten a great start in the little seed starter there. So I'll have to, next time I will start my basil in the seed starter. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll transfer these basil plants into the seed starter tray when I take these out. So like I said, I have washed all the containers, and I still have more inside the storage unit. So I've washed these from yesterday. I washed these pots. They were empty. And so I will be taking some of these tomatoes and kale and up potting them. Hi there, Guru's channel. Welcome in, dear. So I will be up potting these seedlings into these containers here before putting them out. So we definitely want to give them a good start before we put them into their forever home. And so I don't even know what the forever home is going to look like because we have already way more seeds started than we had in the whole garden last year. And this doesn't even include any cucumbers or squash or zucchini. It doesn't include any of those things, those viney things. So I will be starting those seeds probably next week. Yeah, maybe if not next week, in the next 2 weeks, I'll start my cucumbers and my squash seeds in the next couple of weeks. But I have plenty of seeds because I go to the Dollar Tree and they're for $1, and they have some premium ones. Thank you so much, Guru. I appreciate that. So the Dollar Tree does have some premium seeds that they do sell, where they're two for I think they're two for $1.25, but most of the ones that I have were for $1.25. So yeah, I'm super excited for all of this growth. I have put seeds. I have done okra. I have done peppers. Seeds into the soil today, and I will leave you guys shortly as I get ready to do a little bit of prepping. I have to put soil in these containers so that I can then up pot these other plants. So these, like these here, you can see they have quite a bit of leaves on them, right? So these here, I'll leave them in here a few more days or maybe a week or so longer. But these up here, I think they've been getting more light or water. That I think it might be a mixture of both. But they have 4 true leaves on them or more, so they're ready to go and be up potted, as well as the kale. And the kale is quite leggy, so it's definitely ready to go, as well as the tomatoes. everything is ready to be up potted. That greenhouse, okay, so the sun is gone. You guys can see the background now. So the greenhouse is amazing. It's amazing, but you have to be super careful with it. Keep your eye on it because it heats up so much. It heats up and it holds heat very, very well. So I have to open up the windows on it, the little flappy windows. I have a fan going in there. I'll probably have to get another fan if I decide to keep it up. But my plan is that I probably won't keep it up. I will take the cover off of it and fight the chipmunks and the squirrels for my fruits and vegetables. They didn't bother me last year, but once the summer foliage and things left us, they wanted my fall crop. They wanted the spinach. They wanted they ate all of the broccoli. They wanted the spinach and the collards and everything. So I hope that they will have plenty of things that they like in their natural habitat and won't bother my spring garden. They didn't bother it last year. So that is my plan. I appreciate you again, everyone, for joining me. I appreciate all the thumbs up. I appreciate your time. And I'm going to leave you because, yeah, I got to go play in the dirt and I got to go, do some bending and lifting. And you guys don't want to hear me doing all of that as I do that. So I will see you guys in the next one. So I'll ask you to make sure I will ask you guys to stay blessed, stay beautiful, and remember to be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another, okay? Because that's the least that we can do for ourselves and to our fellow friends. Oh, a raid? Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. I forgot that the teacher is not only in the bushes today. The teacher is here with me. I have to find somebody to raid. Okay, let's find somebody to raid. Let me see if I can find somebody that's on that I can raid. Let's see. How do I do that, Goga? Do I press edit? Oh, Lord, I can't even ask him that because he'll be all over me for asking that question. I'm not asking. I clicked on edit. Going to customizations. Going to redirect. I'm going to add. We got to find us a raid. Search videos from, yeah, so I'm doing a redirect. And we want to find someone who is live, not doing a restream. I see so many people. There's upcomings. Okay. There are upcomings, but who is actually live? It looks like everyone wants to do restreaming. I don't understand. Oh my goodness. Okay. I see okay, I see Quirky Lily is live. Let me see. The fear receipts is the beginning of rating. Just pick anyone you see there will go. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. The 11 of you that are still here, we are going to find someone. We are going to go over to Quirky Lily. She is so very supportive of so many. She's over in Germany, and we will raid over to Quirky Lily. I see that she is live, and yes. Heart or head? Okay. Yes, so we will save that. All righty. So you can't find the okra emoji. So we have a Keshia raid there, guys. Okay, so he couldn't find the okra, but he found some lettuce or kale or collards or whatever you want those green leafy things to be. Thank you so much, Goga dear. I appreciate that. Okay, guys, so we're gonna raid over just Cody. Oh, welcome in. Oh, you were here in the bushes, just Cody. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, dear. So we're gonna raid over to Quirky Lily, and you guys, I hope you catch the ride with us and have a safe flight. Thank you guys for joining me, keeping me here company for 2 hours. Where are we going? We are going to Quirky Lily. Quirky Lily. Goga has typed in the command for the raid. So Keshia raid with lettuce there. And I'm going to end us here at 2 hours on the dot. And I will see you guys next time. Stay blessed and stay beautiful. I will see you guys next time. Bye. And the raid will redirect automatically. Okay.